Coach, good to see you again, this time in person.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Latvia's Hena Doba is apologizing for last week's heated exchange with American Taylor Townsend. Look, even if you don't know tennis, you heard about this. She took to Instagram. She said she understood how her words could have offended so many people beyond the tennis court. What are you hearing, and do you see this having a ripple effect beyond the tournament?
Yeah, so I think that there's, tennis is probably one of the most global sports.
Sure.
And sometimes things can get lost in translation. So, her statements have said she meant to say etiquette, not education, because there is an etiquette part of it. If you're hitting that court, you're supposed to put your hand up. But it is also one of those silly rules in tennis where we apologize for winning a point. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't do that in the sports where it's, oh, I'm sorry I made that basket. You know what I mean? So that part was, and I think she is a fiery person in general. So she will learn to watch her words going forward.
Or she gets backlash like this. And just to, let me know if I'm right here, Townsend was winning. She was ahead by many points,
Yeah,
right?
the point that was sort of controversial, the match was over. It was 5-1, 15-love. I mean, this match was not a match-deciding point at all. So, I think it was like trying to add drama to just the feeling of losing anyway to a person that is ranked below 100. Ostapenko's top 20, Taylor was 110 at the time. And so it was that kind of sting.
A little bit of ego, maybe?
Yeah, it's a little bit of ego,
right.
100%.
Let's talk about on-court behavior. It's also been called out this year. Besides Ostapenko, we have seen outbursts by top players who have lost, and some ugliness between fans and players wanting autographs. Why? What happened? You think they'd be happy that people want their autograph?
Yeah, I think as a sport, tennis players are ones that are a little bit more standoffish, right? We try to hide from the crowd. We don't really engage to grow the sport. I think it's one of the things that the sport has to understand, that the more fans we have, the more we engage, the more the revenue rises, the more everyone can make money, including the coaches. So we've got to grow into that. But from New York is a fiery place. When you think about the environment at Wimbledon, it is very prim and proper, all white suits, right? The French Open, longer lineage in tennis, so it's very quiet. In New York, it's just a rowdy and ruckus environment. You know what I mean? So, taking the 7 train and drinking those honey deuces, it definitely gets a little rowdy. And so, we as a sport should embrace it.
Right.
Because we love the NBA, we love soccer. We want more of that, and when we get it, we want to complain.
And soccer, too, is such a global sport, and people get really passionate about it.
100%. So we've got to welcome it.
Let's get to tennis. On the women's side, please correct me if I say some of these names wrong. You have top seeds Aryna Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek.
Yep.
Look at me, making their way through the draw, but there are plenty of Americans left. That includes who we were just talking about, Taylor Townsend. The big matchup to come, Coco Gauff against former U.S. champ Naomi Osaka. How do you see the second week shaping up, Coach?
Yeah, so I think Iga and Sabalenka are on a crash course. I think the most consequential match of the bottom half of the draw is the Osaka-Coco Gauff match. Whoever wins that match has a chance to be in the semis and challenge Iga. So I think on the men's and the women's side, that's the most intriguing match. But I do think Iga and Sabalenka will be tested, but they'll eventually make it through. And I'll be quite honest, today Taylor plays Barbara Krejcikova, who was the Wimbledon champion from 2 years ago. She's got a shot if she holds it together, and if she gets this raucous American crowd behind her, she definitely has a shot at this.
I don't know, getting New Yorkers behind you is not an easy thing.
Right.
We'll see how it happens. All right, let's talk about the men's side. The 3 seed in Alexandra Zverev,
yep.
Thank you, is out. World #1 ranked Jannik Sinner dropped a rare set before pulling off the win. He later said, "I'm not a machine." Your reaction, and is this coming down to another Sinner-Alcaraz final like we saw before?
I mean, the only thing that could prevent a Sinner-Alcaraz final is Alcaraz and Djokovic in the semis. But I still feel like age is a factor in that matchup. And Zverev going down and Felix emerging, there's just so much of a gap between 1 and 2 and the rest that it's going to be really hard. It may take an injury or a bad fall or an illness, to prevent Sinner and Alcaraz meeting in the finals. I mean, one of the things that's challenging about winning the Grand Slam is you have to stay healthy for 2 weeks. And going out and eating in New York City, signing autographs, touching pins. It's
anxiety.
It's easy to get a cold. I have a cold right now, right? It's easy to get a cold. And so if they stay healthy and manage the environment, Sinner and Alcaraz will be there. Alcaraz has the biggest test in the semis, but I think Sinner's going to walk into the finals.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.